Hello, alternate path tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger without the Chrono. Now, what if you had a time machine and you could change your mind about things? That's what Frog decided to do. In a moment of rage, he attacked the Fiend Lord that cursed him with his current amphibious form and killed his best buddy, Cyrus. But upon further reflection, Frog wouldn't do this, in fact, because he knows the truth about Magus, or Janus, as his real name is, and that although he may have done terrible things, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Perhaps. So, instead, our valiant Frog will choose not to fight him. Because that is the truth. Taking your life will not restore Crono or Cyrus theirs. Of course, he harumphs. Now, to be clear, you do get a slightly different ending if you defeat Magus. Because, as we will learn eventually, the only way for Frog to regain his human form is to defeat the person who cursed him. But for the most part, you don't really get much for beating Magus. Very, very little. And that form change doesn't happen until the end of the game. So you'll be playing with a frog either way. But I guess we'll leave him there. Stare off into the distance. Or not. Oh, will you? Are you mad? Well, seeing as we have a time machine and all. Gaspar. We've heard that name a few times. And everyone say hello to Magus. You could rename him to Janus if you wanted. But he's left that life behind. So, he's, well, you'll see. He's pretty fun. So we're going to be bringing him with us. Everyone say hello to the new leader of the party. Magus. He uses the Sai. He is also very quick. He's about on par with, I think, base speed Ayla, maybe, give or take. Maybe like one less than Crono. He is, in fact, Shadow Element. And he's got status immunity bracelet, or amulet, I guess it is to say. Now, you'd get this anyway if you defeated him, so I believe, so it doesn't really matter. This is his contribution if you defeat him. One of the really cool things is he learns a lot of fun spells. For now, he's only got lightning, ice, and fire too. He will learn some dark magic and other stuff. The downside, although it's sort of spoiling, he doesn't really learn dual techs. So, unfortunately, he's kind of a loner in terms of combo attacks. Anyway, with that done, we could check the store. And I sort of skipped through it, but yes, there are in fact weapons for him. And sort of hinted at there might be a new character coming because no one could actually equip this sign. So there you go. I'll buy one, because why not? But, I don't really need to worry about equipping him too much just yet. He'll get cool stuff on his own before long. I don't know if that's terribly valuable, but there you go. All of his weapons have kind of interesting darkness dialogues about them. I like it. Alright, well, we've got ourselves a time machine. We're supposed to go talk to Gaspar. Oh. What's that, though? Oh, remember that ocean palace? Well, it's not been destroyed yet. And as it turns out, it can fly. We basically got a giant spaceship here now. Probably not a great idea. Uh-oh. Stuff's happening! Now this stuff wouldn't happen in the original version. At least those two are specific to the DS. Probably. It's being devoured. And there's time gates everywhere. So anyway, now we can fly! So good. So, there isn't, as you may expect, very much you can do in 12,000 BC anymore. We could attack the Black Omen. I don't want to do that right now. We could check out another cave. Just a small cave here. This is the one that was sealed that should lead us back to 65 million BC. I don't recommend using time gates when you've got your epoch. It's kind of... you don't know exactly where the epoch will land in the next time zone. And you're supposed to just, you know, use this thing. Press the right button. Press the wrong one. That button. Alright, so it was suggested, of course, that we talk to Gaspar. I think first I'm going to go to the end of time. Just to recap with whoever's waiting over there. We now know the three gurus of light. Or gurus of was it life, reason, and time? Wait, did I press the wrong button? Okay, get off. This is sort of our base of operations for the next section of the game. Oh, well... yeah. Well, thanks, old man. Oh, you don't play that one. That's the sad song. We've heard tales of the Guru of Time. Well, listen tomorrow. Such dear friends. So, he's heard of it? He's just not telling us about it. Just gonna have a little chat with Specchio here. No. Wowza! It's a real Marlin. And I always liked that line. He could probably teach me a thing or two. There's nothing I can teach him. We're not gonna fight him right now. I believe we already fought this form anyway, until we get to level 40. So, one more level for Luca Frog or Ayla, and we'd have a new form of Specchio to fight. But, yeah. Magus already knows lots of magic, and I think that was a nice little touch. Alright, well, this guy apparently doesn't know anything about the Guru, about saving Crono. Oh. Didn't change your mind? An egg? It's a Chrono trigger. Convenient name for it. The one who crafted your wings of time can tell you the way. But it may not necessarily hatch the results which you desire. The Chrono trigger represents potential. Results require action. As long as you keep Chrono in your heart and pursue what you seek, the results should follow. But I can make no guarantees. How many people... So there's not very many people living at the end of time. Well, we've got the Chrono trigger. And credits. Alright. So, the person who created the epoch should be fairly simple to deduce. And now that we can fly around, much easier to get to. We do have a lot of visiting old areas to get to eventually as well. And now that we can fly, there's actually a lot of alternate areas and side quests we can do. But I couldn't do them right now. We've got... Well, this Black Omen seems to be following us through time. We have things to do before we investigate these other islands too thoroughly. So, if you remember, of course, this is where we found the epoch. And it was where, apparently, Balthazar lived. I think we met him once, and then he died, and I guess uploaded his memories into the new. I probably missed that the first time through. Oh! Well, Chrono's pretty important. Oh, and you need a doll. Doppel doll. The magician Norstein Bekkler. What a strange person. Have you guys heard of Norstein Bekkler before? It's possible his name's come up somewhere in the game earlier. We'll give you, let's say 5 BlueAnkylo points if you remember and have not actually played the game before, of course. If you've already played the game, I mean, geez, it's cheating. Where to next? I suppose it's only fair to go tell his mom. Also, it's probably worth checking in with Taban's dad again. I don't think he's got any more loot for her, but I want to check in. So, just to show this off, there's a lot of these little areas off to the side now. There's a whole new town and castle to go visit. We'll get around to that, don't worry. There's quite a lot of bits of the map that we just could never get to. And this thing, I don't like this thing following us around. I guess, seeing as we just visited 2 of the gurus, we'll go check with the 3rd. He should know. This one, like, for whatever reason, Melchior never really unveils his actual role in modern times. For whatever reason. Alright, so first off, let's have a quick check with Luca's dad. Defensive gear. Nothing new, anyway. Luca's mom just sitting here all the time. Unfortunately, never getting around the house. Could check in with Marl's dad. We sort of messed up a little bit of a side quest there with the jerky. I don't think you even have to do that. But, yeah, the Chancellor should have told us to give him some jerky to make amends. And then he got real upset. I believe he's still quite upset, though. Probably won't be too happy to see the Fiend Lord running up, but that's the 600 AD king, to be honest. Oh, we can't even get in there. Oh, man. So, apparently the king doesn't even want to see his daughter anymore. Just locked himself in his room. It's all because of that spiced jerky we gave him. Alright, I just wanted to double check with a couple people, you know. Guess we better go to Crono's house. So, hey kitty. You know, Magus has a thing for cats too. Probably no big deal. Ah, sadly, not so much. So, time's up if you haven't guessed where, at the festival that Norstein Bekkler might be attending. So I have a few more silver points because at some point in between episodes during the Let's Play, I went and fought the robot a few times just to make sure I'd have enough. Oh, remember this guy? Welcome to Norstein Bekkler's Tents of Horror. So the last time we were here, we didn't have enough points to really do anything interesting. The longer you stay in the game, the lower my price will be. We could have gotten this earlier, but I figured this is more appropriate. So I'm probably not terribly good at this, but left arm, L for left arm, R for right arm, Y for laugh, A for surprise. We'll see. Alright. Oh, good start. I did his L for the... Are you kidding me? His left arm went up, so I pressed L, and that was the wrong one, and game over. Good start. I've never been good at this Norstein Bekkler's minigames. Alright, let's try this again. I did so poorly we couldn't even afford it with 175 silver points. Oh, man. It's mirroring. I gotta remember, it's mirroring. Laughing. That's Magus's version of laughing. Probably would be better if we were using Marl for this as the lead character, honestly. But yeah, Magus doesn't laugh very well. It's gonna start getting faster now, so I'm not gonna talk as much. You have to press it again when he repeats. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. It surprised me, I hadn't had used that one yet. 5,000 G's? Oh, you don't even need silver points. Just straight G's. Well, that wasn't too bad. We got him down. I don't remember what the base price was, but, you know, we had like 46,000 G's, so the base price must have been like at least 50,000. And then we brought it down to 5,000, which isn't too bad. I know it gets... I've gone further than that, and it gets really fast. Now, other than that fancy doll, there's a couple other things we could show off. Let's see what the 80-point game is. Monsters will close in from above, throw beanbags, push them back into the cage. Okay. A hostage will provide will be slowly lowered into the flames. You can buy time by hitting the blue lights to raise the rope. Oh, man. We'll see if I can do it. Try not to get Marl killed. Oh, it's one of these. Like, that's not even... I don't even know how you're supposed to do that game. I guess I should have tried to hit the blue thing, but... thought I had more time. We'll try it one more time. I'm probably out of points. Yeah, alright, well, let's try the 41. Maybe I'll... in between episodes, I'll go farm up some more points to try these again. I know I just traditionally never beat any of these, ever. I don't even have 40? Wow. Alright, so much for that. Alright, well, I'll go farm up a few thousand points then, so we can try those more than once. Most of the mini-games, you know, you just have to do them a couple times and you sort of figure out what you're supposed to do. But because it's kind of annoying to farm silver points, it's not the sort of thing I've ever spent a whole lot of time on. Oh. I wonder where Mum is. Well... yeah. He's just fine. Okay. I mean, Luke is just a teenager herself. I can't expect her to do this all on her own. And that's the doppel-doll. Yeah, so we could have got that a lot earlier. We already had this one doll that plays the sad music. We need to get out of here. You cry. Alright. Okay, done and done. So, next up. So I believe someone mentioned that there is a magic capsule I could have picked up in the mountain range here in 680. We could go do that now, but you guys want me to go try to save Chrono, right? I almost pressed the wrong button. Back to 2380. Yeah, there are like at least half a dozen side quests we can start right now, but not while our friend is deceased. Alright, so apparently Death Peak has the power, which is weird. Okay. Truly the final program. So these are, again, strange dolls. Payuyus or something they were called earlier, I believe? Poyo? I don't know, something like that. Probably something special about them. Please let him rest. Oh. Well, he's done enough. Time no longer appears to flow for this construct. Let's let him not even sleep anymore. Everything's getting very serious at the end of this game. Not that the stakes were ever terribly low, but you know how it is. Now with people being dead everywhere. So, you remember in the past, every time we try to go up here, we get knocked down. Now what we can do is hide behind these dolls. Oh, probably the tree as well then, I guess. My bad. I thought there'd be another doll. Oh, yes, it does tell you to hide behind trees, even. Oh, I see. I should have just clicked it in the first place. Alright. No, 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 no! Next! So, as with most every video game in the entire world, press one single direction against a sort of round object. And this is more difficult than it should be. Alright, I think if you're not running, it'll work. So the problem is, I've got auto run on. If you're not running, if you're walking, like, normally if you're not pressing the dash button, you can't move at all. You have to dash to move up the hill. So right now I'm holding the dash button to walk, and I move at the same speed as I fall. So that way I hold still without messing up my angles. Alright. Okay, most difficult part dealt with. Welcome to the Death Mountain. Try not to die. The feeling some of the enemies around here are not totally pushovers. On the other hand, we do have a Marlin. Let's see what this does. Oh, I forgot to look at his stats, really, by the way. No dual techs with the Magus. Statistical-wise, like I showed you his speed. His strength is also really good. About frog tier, right? And his evasion is almost Ayla tier. His accuracy is maybe a little bit lower. It's pretty average, really. Magic is stronger than our strongest magician. And his stamina is, I guess, a little bit low. That's it. He's got magician stats plus a really good strength and good speed. So he is, like, pretty darn strong. I think what I want to do is give him the silver stud. The golden stud has been lost in time because Chrono was wearing it when he died. So, I gotta remember to unequip that. That thing is dangerous. Alright, so yeah. As much as status immunity is really good, especially on this dungeon, like this mountain, I believe there's quite a few enemies that can cause status ailments. If I can just cast magic for less, I can almost get to the max HP there, I think. At least half price will help out with him. Magic ring, sure, why not? So there's little climbing sections, I guess. I guess we should check the regular physical attack. Blood yolks. Blood yokels. Oh, there's a crit for you. Let's go with a cure spell here. So you see, using Cure 2 there is pretty much worthless, seeing as Cure 1 is already doing over 600 HP. Well, I should check the tech points. I don't have to be bringing the girls right now, but... What are we looking at? Magus needs a lot of techs, so if you want to use them, you want to start leveling those up. Marl is... Oh, she's got her final done. Right. I should probably switch her out then for a while. Flare is going to be done soon. We'll get that. Frog, that'll be his final. It's almost there. Ayla's is always fun. Proximity bomb. Was that his last one, or... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, he's... Though we should definitely bring Robo then, because he's got like 2 more techs. And then we'll finish off probably Flare at least. Seeing as it's pretty close. Alright. 1 second, everybody. And I suppose we should remove... I just find 2 more speed is so much better than a couple points of strength. Probably went right by it. No? Okay. Sure. I guess technically he probably would prefer the light element plate. Which is this one. Well, no, it's the other way around. No, because Robo and Magus are both sort of shadow element. I guess Magus might want the light element. Not that there's a lot of enemies with lightning attacks around here, anyway. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter that much. Alright, good enough. Stop playing around with equipment. It shouldn't be a big difference. Shouldn't be a big deal. I think we'll come back to the screen from around the side. Ooh, ghosties. I think you have to use magic to kill the ghosts. I forget though. That's usually how it works. Another area that's pretty good for leveling up, getting lots of TPs and all that. Just want to check if physical does anything at all. Oh, it's fine. Worried about nothing. that's okay. That's probably having his current HP rather than just anything that could deal 325 damage with a regular attack would be pretty scary. But it's like the demi spell. All right. Oh, okay. This is going to be a little bit more interesting. Everyone say hello to the Lavos spawn. You want to make sure you target the mouth and not get killed by those. Oh man. It would have been smarter to bring people with more healing. Better find out if that's enough. 300 damage, huh? You don't want to attack... I don't even want to show this off, but if you attack the shell, it'll counterattack. Luca and Robo are probably not the best for this one. This guy caught me off guard here. Lavos himself doesn't even really have a great move here. At least I have one character that can do a little bit of healing. It would be a lot better to have Ayla or something. Probably Ayla and Frog would be really good for single target techs, dual techs. Sleep breath. Yeah, like I said, status ailments. There we go. Alright, we're gonna, Panacea Robot. Or wait, is he actually asleep? You can't put robots to sleep. Silly kids. She's probably confused. Status ailment's probably good anyway. Actually, no, she was not. My bad. Yeah, with none of those really strong dual techs. Well, I guess we've got some fire punches we could try. Probably what we'll do is heal beam or something. And then next time, as long as we're not taking a ton of damage, I'll try a fire tackle. This guy's gonna make me sweat. Just for one random encounter. That one's not too bad, right? Yeah. So let's try Fire Tackle. It should do pretty good damage. And luckily, high potions are cheap enough and plentiful enough. You can use them pretty often. Yeah, there we go. I should probably try to go with something like Fire Tackle if we fight those again. Pretty good TP. And now we've got Flare. And a Gigaton arm. Alright. Getting pretty high up there on the attack. Robo's weapons are some of the higher attack power weapons for sure. Alright, so... I think that's like the way forward. I've sort of accidentally found the way through. I've definitely missed some stuff. Barrier ring. Now, I believe that's one of the more useful rings. No, never mind. The barrier item. There's an item called barrier or something. Alright, this is handy. I was kind of hoping we'd find something like this. So, I'm actually going to end the episode here. It's not a huge dungeon, but there's a fair bit to do, and some of the fights are pretty strong. So, we'll end it here. A little bit over half an hour episode, which is about right. Next episode, we will climb Death Peak, and we'll try to use the time egg, see what happens. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.